So in last lecture we have started with our new topic which was being called to be as the theoretical distribution. And when we have started studying about the term theoretical distribution, we have learned that the theoretical distributions they have been defined to be as the mathematical models. Mathematical models. Mathematical models which are being used for finding the probability at a different class intervals. So in order to find the probability at the different class intervals, we have started studying with the topic which was being called to be as the theoretical distribution. So सब लोग बड़ा आंसर दो. The term theoretical distribution it is classified into how many types? The term theoretical distribution it is being classified into how many types? Two types, and that two types are number one, which is being called to be as discrete theoretical distribution, and number two, which is being called to be as continuous theoretical distribution. Discrete theoretical distribution and a continuous theoretical distribution. But in the discrete theoretical distribution, we are going to study about how many distributions? Correct. Which are that? Correct. Which are that two distribution? One is called to be as binomial distribution. Correct. And other is called to be as second is called to be as a Poisson distribution. Binomial distribution, Poisson distribution. Correct. और कंटिन्यूस में बड़ा कितने एग्जांपल्स हैं? हाँ बट बड़ा बराबर है, but we are going to study better only about the one distribution which is called to be as the normal distribution. So with respect to binomial distribution, what we have studied, चलो मुझे बताओ. What we have studied about the binomial distribution. The binomial distribution, it is an example of binomial distribution. It is an example of correct. Very good. It is called to be as a discrete theoretical distribution. The concept of the binomial distribution, it was being given by correct bro. It was been given by James Bernoulli bro. According to the James Bernoulli, what we learned bro, है ना, binomial distribution bro, it can be used only for the binomial distribution bro. Right, it was being used only for the finite number of trials. Correct. Next, the subsequent trials, they should be uh, uh, yes, they should be independent of each other. Each and every trial shows exactly two outcomes. And he named that two outcomes to be as success and failure. According to the James Bernoulli, correct. Probability of success, it was been denoted by probability of failure, it was been denoted by Q. And what we have studied, P plus Q, always it becomes equal to 1. Therefore, the value of P should be equal to 1 minus Q. The value of Q, it should be equal to 1 minus P. Next, the value of P and Q always they remains the value of P and Q always they remains constant from trial to trial, right? And all these assumptions, all these conditions, if they get satisfied, then and then only then and then only but it is called to be as Bernoulli's trials, in the honor of James Bernoulli. So next, for a binomial distribution, if we want to find the probability of getting x successes, it is given by it is given by p of x is equal to x, which is equal to p of x, which is equal to ncx into p raised to x into q raised to n minus x. तो मुझे बताओ फटाफट बड़ा, n means it is the number of trials, p means probability of success, q means probability of failure, x means it is the number of successes where the value of x is less or equal to n. That is the values of x, they are 0, 1, 2, 3, dot 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 n, such that x is a dash number. X is considered to be as a whole number. Okay, चलो अब मुझे ये बताओ, in a given binomial distribution there are how many parameters? Which are the two parameters? Correct. The two parameters are n and p, and because of that reason, the given binomial distribution is called to be as a binomial distribution is called to be as a biparametric distribution. But in the given binomial distribution, p and q, whether it can be the same, p and q, whether it can be the same, and when the value of p and q, when they become the same, then it is called to be as a
पढ़ाई के लिए मेहनत तो सब करते हैं, लेकिन स्मार्ट स्टडी कौन करता है? प्री एग्जाम ऐप के साथ बनाइए अपनी तैयारी सुपर स्मार्ट। प्री एग्जाम ऐप देता है वाइड रेंज के एग्जाम्स की तैयारी, जैसे जी, नीट, कैट, सीए फाउंडेशन, CSET, बैंकिंग रेलवे, SSC MBA एंट्रेंस, SYJC कॉम, TYB कॉम और भी बहुत कुछ। चैप्टर वाइज टेस्ट्स एंड मॉक टेस्ट्स, डिटेल्ड परफॉर्मेंस एनालिसिस और अब तैयारी होगी एकदम परफेक्ट। कहीं भी कभी भी पढ़ाई करें और एक विशाल क्वेश्चन बैंक आपकी तैयारी को बनाए आसान। इंस्टेंट इवैल्यूएशन से तुरंत जानिए अपनी परफॉर्मेंस और पाएं पर्सनलाइज्ड फीडबैक। तो अब देरी किस बात की? प्री एग्जाम ऐप डाउनलोड करें और अपने नाम से रजिस्टर्ड करें और एक विशाल क्वेश्चन बैंक बिल्कुल फ्री और अपनी सफलता की कहानी लिखें। लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में है। प्री एग्जाम ऐप स्मार्ट तैयारी का साथी।
Right. It is called to be as a symmetric distribution. So next. Now, today we are going to start with the sums which are been based upon the binomial distribution. And when we are going to start with the sums which are based upon the binomial distribution, so everyone should make a note of that. In the given sum, there can be two possibilities. Number one, random experiment is performed, or the random experiment is not performed. Random experiment is performed and random experiment is not performed. Random experiment is performed and random experiment is not performed. तो पता कैसे चलेगा कि कब रैंडम एक्सपेरिमेंट परफॉर्म हुआ है और कब रैंडम एक्सपेरिमेंट परफॉर्म नहीं हुआ है? If the sum it is based upon tossing of a coin, rolling of a die, selection of a card, तो समझ जाएगा कि सम इज बेस्ड अपॉन रैंडम एक्सपेरिमेंट। और पता चला कि यहाँ पे सब में ऐसा कुछ हुआ ही नहीं है, सब में ऐसा कुछ हुआ ही नहीं है, तो सम इज बेस्ड अपॉन the type of situation where the random experiment is not performed. अब ये देखो तुम्हें क्या ध्यान रखना है, when the random experiment when the random experiment when it will be performed, in which the value of the p and q will not be given. The value of p and q will not be given. p and q का वैल्यू कभी भी सब में नहीं दिया होगा. Always you will have to find the value of p. हमेशा तुम्हें फाइंड करना होगा p का वैल्यू. p मिला तो ऑटोमेटिकली तुम्हें कौन मिल जाएगा? q. And then you will able to solve the sum. When the random experiment when it is not performed, so in that case either the value of p either the value of P or Q will be given. दोनों नहीं दिया होगा. You will be known either with the value of P or you will be known with the value of Q. बट क्या दिया होगा तो मुझे नहीं मालूम. Either बोला था. Either it can be a P or it can be a Q. समझो. बाकी तो 3-4 सम जब तुम लोग चेक करोगे तो समझ में आ जाएगा सब. We'll start with the sum number 4 exercise. Exercise 4th sum. 8 coins are thrown simultaneously. Sum is based upon 8 coins. 8 coins are thrown simultaneously. 8 coins are thrown simultaneously. Find the probability of getting at least 6 heads. At least 6 heads. And now, चलो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. सब में बड़ा रैंडम एक्सपेरिमेंट हुआ है या नहीं हुआ है? फटाफट बड़ा टाइम भी लग रहा है. सब में रैंडम एक्सपेरिमेंट हुआ है कि नहीं हुआ है? तो आंसर इज बड़ा हुआ है. करेक्ट है ना. एंड व्हाट इज दैट रैंडम एक्सपेरिमेंट इज? What is that random experiment is? The sum is based upon tossing of the coins. But a coin is being tossed for how many times? Coin जो है it is been tossed for how many times? 8 times. Ready? So 8 is a finite or it is infinite? Very good, bro. 8 is a finite. 8 is a finite. Correct. तो इसका मतलब since it is a finite, therefore the given sum it will be solved by using a dash distribution rule. The sum will be solved by using a binomial distribution rule. बराबर है कि नहीं? अब यहाँ पे बड़ा देख, इसका बड़ा हम लोग को probability डिफाइन करना है ना. That is considered to be as a success. So we are interested in finding the probability of getting at least 6 heads. At least 6 heads. So getting a head is considered to be as our success. Getting a head is considered to be as our success. Again, ये देख, ये सब हम लोग कैसे सॉल्व कर सकते हैं? हाउ वी कैन सॉल्व दिस सम? सिंस द सम इज बेस्ड अपॉन बड़ा बाइनोमियल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन बड़ा, और बाइनोमियल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में रैंडम एक्सपेरिमेंट हुआ है बड़ा, बट रैंडम एक्सपेरिमेंट जब भी सब में होता है बड़ा, तो हमें पता है कि पी और क्यू का वैल्यू कभी भी सब में नहीं दिया होता है बड़ा। तो उसके लिए अब हम लोग बड़ा फाइंड करेंगे पहले पी का वैल्यू, ठीक है बड़ा। तो यहाँ पे हम लोग को पता है बड़ा कि प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ सक्सेस always but it remains constant from trial to trial बड़ा। मतलब always but it remains constant from trial to trial बड़ा। तो जो तुम लोग को आंसर बड़ा वन सिंगल ट्रायल में आएगा बड़ा, वही सेम आंसर तुम लोग को बड़ा 8 ट्रायल्स में भी आएगा। तो फॉर द फोर्थ सम राइट डाउन, फॉर अ सिंगल ट्रायल बड़ा, नेक्स्ट टाइम बड़ा राइट डाउन, सिंस a coin is tossed, since a coin is tossed and and getting a head and getting a head is a success, and getting over the head is a success. Therefore, probability of probability of success, या तो फिर बड़ा probability of getting head it will be equal to 1/2। और कोई बता सकता है ये आंसर बड़ा 1/2 कैसे आया? इट इज बीन ऑब्टेन्ड विद अवर सेम टेक्निक जो मैंने तुम लोग को पढ़ाया था प्रोबेबिलिटी में कि पी ऑफ ए which is equal to n of a upon n of s। बट ये आंसर बड़ा तुम लोग को कहीं पे लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है बराबर। प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ सक्सेस द आंसर इज 1/2। द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ सक्सेस मिला मींस ए बड़ा, इसका मतलब मुझे कौन मिला? बड़ा मैसेज करो प्लीज। प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ सक्सेस मिला, इसका मतलब कौन मिला? पी मिला, पी मिला तो बड़ा कौन मिला? क्यू मिला। व्हाट इज क्यू इज इक्वल टू क्यू इज इक्वल टू 1 माइनस पी। therefore q is equal to 1 minus बड़ा 1 by 2. Q will become equal to 1 by 2. समझा सब लोग कोड? एंड यहाँ पे बड़ा कॉइन इज बीन टॉस बड़ा फॉर 8 टाइम्स बड़ा, तो n इज इक्वल टू बड़ा 8. चलो वेरी गुड. तो ये देखो नेक्स्ट लाइन,